Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, stockmarketmentor.com, and it is Tuesday, July 26th. We're looking at Apple today. Note this is the 200-day moving average right here, which is where the stock failed the last couple times, but I just look at this as one time. And here, I guess maybe 4 times that it's tried to break through, it's not been able to do so. So the company reports earnings. They beat by 4 pennies. It was expected that they're making $1.38 a share. Instead, they made $1.42. Tim Cook's really happy with the iPhone sales. Of course, he's being a little pessimistic, which is easy for him to do because they've kind of stunk up the joint with the stock price. So, you know, hey, man, you can't penalize somebody for honesty. But here's the deal. If you look at the stock after hours, Here, that's what I wanted to show you. If you look at the stock after hours, the company reports, breaks higher up here, and then kind of oscillates around a bit. Here's the thing. Okay, you can see on the 5-minute chart. So really nice volume after hours. You're probably going to see some upgrades tomorrow, some price target revisions. This is all good stuff. I really want to see the stock break through the 200-day moving average. I'll say this, if you're long the stock, and I know a lot of you, you secretly love Apple. You've bought high and sold low countless times, and the more times you do that, the more firmly you become entrenched in the idea that Apple's this pullback is all wrong, and ultimately the stock's going to move higher, and it's all just going to be wonderful. People are going to understand and finally realize the error of their ways. You will be vindicated. Okay, good for you. But this is what I would suggest, that because this is right up at the 200-day moving average, this is just something that not just you and I are seeing. That's the point. Everybody sees this. This is no secret. Stock's going to gap up tomorrow, over 5%. For all we know, it could gap up 10%. I mean, this is after hours this afternoon or this evening. Tomorrow, this could gap up even more. What I would suggest doing, and I'm talking to you folks who are already long the stock, take this as an opportunity to sell half of your position. I personally would sell all of it, and that's different than shorting. I wouldn't short this, but I would sell all of it personally. But there's a lot of people that, you're not going to do that. For me, I look at this, and if I've got a chance to make 8 or 10% overnight, I'll do that every night. So I would just sell into this, but at least sell half. And then if the stock starts falling back below the 200-day moving average, and that's assuming it opens up above it. If the stock starts falling below the 200-day moving average, you know what? Sell the rest of it. You can always buy it back, and unless you have been holding the stock for more than a year, you don't have capital gains issues to worry about. It's only after you've held the stock for over a year are you going like, ooh, short-term capital gains or long-term capital gains. I have a tax advantage. But if it's less than a year, who gives a whatever if you sell it after 3 days, 30 days, or 300 days, your tax treatment is the same. So with this kind of move, I think you want to sell into it. Sell half. Again, if you're not long and you want to buy this, frankly, I just think you got to wait. I'm not rooting against Apple. I'm glad to see him finally moving higher. I just hope Tim Cook realizes the error of his ways and keeps the hole in there for the earbud thing as opposed to making everybody go Bluetooth. You can't tell the customer what to do, dude. Steve Jobs could do that. You don't get to do that. You have to do what the customer wants. Leave the hole in the phone. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to end it right there. Leave the hole in the phone. Sell into this strength. Take some of your profits. Stock starts falling back below the 200-day moving average. Take the rest of your profits. Those of you that would like to buy Apple, I say the typical wait 3 days and then do it. Wait till Monday. You get a better entry on the stock. Okay, members, over to the strategy session. We're doing agricultural chemicals, we're doing metals, and we've got some oil stuff. One of our stocks is up 15%. in a day. Thank you, Bridget Brown.